And oh my God, he strikes out looking all the time. I hate when people strike out looking. Where do we begin here? I think I should try to explain this to someone like they're from Mars. Okay, so the Giants are a really storied baseball franchise, and they went through a dynasty in the 2010s where they won 3 World Series, and one of our best players, Buster Posey, after he retired way too early, I'll say, he became the president of baseball operations about 5 or 6 years after his retirement, which means he's in charge of getting good players on the roster from the farm league and making good trades from other teams and building a nice roster, right? Okay, he's done an okay job, and he's our golden boy. So we've been looking at this whole thing with Buster Posey colored lenses because the last guy we had was a nerdy, techie guy from our rival LA Dodgers who, I don't know, it was easy for us to scapegoat him because we didn't think he was cool and we had no emotional connection to him. And then our golden child becomes our guy, and we don't say stuff for, I mean, look, he's only 2 years in, and I don't think we should be anything like the Cleveland Browns, who change things every other year. They're like, oh, this sucks. New quarterback, new head coach, new offensive coordinator, new defensive coordinator, new quarterback. They went and out. They just get a new quarterback. And it's tacky. It's just dumb. It's like God, that poor kid. If you're the best quarterback in college for like the last 10 years, I guess, like, with exception to how things are going now, things changed a little bit, but like, you're going to end up freezing your ass off on a shitty Cleveland team, and you're going to be scapegoated for all their issues. Now, the Giants have some problems. They have some real issues. And the first one was the LGBT situation on their hands, where a couple of the pitchers, I don't even remember their names at the moment, but they put some Bible verses on because it had to do with the rainbow. And while being Christian is fine, I think altering your jersey is a little much, and it's San Francisco, and it's like, man, dude, from Harvey Milk here and there, to all these other things, the AIDS epidemic, it's just San Francisco, man. And I think it comes with the territory, so you maybe should have expected to wear one rainbow hat. It doesn't change who you are by wearing it. I'm just saying. I know how some people on the other side think it's like oppressive to be told what to wear, but I don't know. I think you should have just worn the hat. It would have been fine. Anyway, so Buster Posey called for a press conference today because a couple days ago in Miami, our supposedly best player that we were supposed to get from the Red Sox, we did get him. It was a good trade at the moment for Buster Posey. We got the Red Sox problem child, Rafael Devers, who's a good hitter, but he's a D-bag. He's not a good team player. He's just not. I will say he kind of got effed around a little bit on the Red Sox because they all of a sudden got Alex Bregman from the Astros. They asked him to play first, and then they got someone else, and they asked him to DH. So then he was like, well, what the hell do you want from me? And it started problems. Okay, so then we got him, and we already had Matt Chapman at third base, who is not a great hitter. He's a 240 lifetime hitter, and he gets paid way too much money to be the not good of a hitter, but he's a great third baseman, so whatever. So we have him, and God, so we're doing bad in the season. Things aren't coming together. So then we call up our golden child from AAA, Bryce Eldridge, to play first base where we asked Rafi Devers to play. So I think that kind of clouded things up. That muddied the waters in the clubhouse, and because he's been hitting bombs. So what happened? What had happened was he was asked to pinch run, because they were down by 2 runs or so in Miami, and he shoos the rookie off the field. Shoo, don't, no, get away from me. And he's saying to Tony Vitello, what are you doing? Like, to the manager, what do you, no, like, I'm running. Which you don't do in Major League Baseball. You don't do that anyway. You don't show up your manager, and you sure as hell don't show up a rookie just doing his job. Looked terrible. Made him look like a shit team player. And he kind of was not given any repercussions. He started today in Sacramento, even though they're the Oakland A's, and they won. He went 1 for 4 with an RBI, so whatever. He faced no consequences, and I don't know if they're going to trade him at the deadline because they have 3 really bad contracts. They have Willy Adames, who is making way too much money, and he's hitting about 220, and then they have Matt Chapman, who's making way too much money also. Can I just say that Willy Adames is making 13 mil and then 13 million. And then next year, the 1 and the 3 switch, he's going to be making 31 million and he's hitting 220. I think this is one of the worst contracts in all of Major League Baseball, probably besides Chris Bryant, because Chris Bryant can't play more than 30 games a season, and he's making 170 million in Colorado. Insane. Insanity. So the left side of the infield, they're really bad contracts because they can't hit, and it's just, you got Rafi Devers on the right side of the infield, or DHing, and he's making at least $30 million a year. He's on like a $200 million contract because everyone makes $200 million now, and he's hitting 240, and he strikes out all the time. And Matt Chapman, oh my God, he strikes out looking all the time. I hate when people strike out looking. It's like, oh, you might as well have, you might as well just not showed up. It's, oh my God, it's the worst. The transgression to all of this is that you have to let Buster Posey have a little bit of time. It's his second full year as president of baseball operations, and I know he hired Tony Vitello from college, and it's only his first year, but I have to say, given everyone's record, you have to give people a little bit of time for it to marinate. We can't have this just these TikTok low, what is the word? This like low attention span way of thinking where we're championship or bust every year. We just can't do that. Listen, it took Bruce Bochy 3 years to have more than 74 wins. And while Dusty Baker came in and won like 95 games his first year, he had like 4 or 5 bad years after that, like 60, 70 wins. And then in 97, 98, they started winning again. But it's the same thing. It's like it takes time to marinate to get things going. Like, after the Bruce Bochy era, after the 2010s dynasty, the Giants just kind of got hasty. Like, they got Gabe Kapler, and he was like kind of a different cat. And I get it. We didn't like love the guy, but he won a lot his first year. And then he was basically a 500 coach after that. And then they're like, oh, get out of here. And we're like, okay, because he had like a weird way of coaching. I didn't like the platoon thing. I thought it was a little AAA, little leaguey for me, where I didn't think he let his guys actually have the positions that they needed to, and they never got to soak into it. Then we had Bob Melvin, who kind of was a 500 guy, but he only had Bob Melvin was there for 2 years. Gabe Kapler was there for 3 years, and now we're already like calling for Tony V's job. It's like, dude, who's your backup? Who else do you want? Because at this point, dude, I would totally get rid of Rafael Devers, and I would totally get rid of Willy Adames, but I would keep Tony Vitello and build around Jung-Hoo Lee. I would build around Elliot Ramos. I would build around Luis Arias and Bryce Eldridge and Casey Schmidt, and see who you can get in return. But I have to say, oh my God, the press conference, while I still have you guys on here listening, thank you, by the way, Nick's in the City. It's been a long ass time. Buster Posey called for a press conference today, and he answered like no questions. And I have to say now, Buster Posey, I can't look at this with Buster Posey colored lenses anymore because I just don't think you're doing a good job. Honestly, I know you're trying, you're working your ass off, you're a real giant, and you were a fantastic catcher. But dude, if you call a press conference, answer the questions that Alex Pavlovich is sitting there asking you. Actually, Pavlovich is I think he's too much of a friend to the Giants. But listen, man, I think you have the juice. Everyone's rooting for you. Everyone has your back and wants you to do right. But I think you should answer questions about the hat. And I think, brother, you got to answer questions about baseball, because you said I'm only going to answer baseball questions, but you you lost your way so far because there's no Giants way. It's like, it sounds like Rafi Devers can call out the manager and have no repercussions. And it sounds like Tony Vitello can just pretend to be friends with Rafi Devers and say, oh yeah, that wasn't a big deal. It's like, brother, he showed you up on national television. It's like, I know you don't want any mess, but like, brother, you got to have some standards for your team and be like, you got to make some hard decisions. It's not all about moving chess pieces in your office. You're a pragmatic cat. You are one of the best, all-around catchers of all time, dude. We know you're good for it, but like, brother, you got to get your head out of your ass and you got to like make some hard decisions, dude. And you got to have a Giant way. It's like if people don't fit, they got to bounce, dude. And that's how it goes. Anyway, Knicks in the city. Giants won tonight in I almost said Oakland, in Sacramento. I got to go to that stadium, and sit by the river. It sounds fun. Hit up Midtown after. If you guys ever go out there, go to Midtown, Sacramento. It's a great time. Anyway, this has been my rant about the Giants. I'm just sick of it right now. And I don't have much else, but thank you so much for listening to Knicks in the City. I'm trying to come up with more shows every week while I have the time. And I'm going to have something actually soon in a couple days. Thank you again for listening.